Hello, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt, and today I'm looking at OAN. But first, I need you to hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Now let's take a look at this article. The 1776 Project looks to combat critical race theory. Many schools across the country are now teaching their students about critical race theory. One America's John Hines has more. We'll go ahead and watch the video.
Teaching their students about critical race theory. One America's John Hines spoke with Ryan Girdusky, president of the 1776 Project, to learn about how they're trying to combat the teaching of critical race theory. Take a look.
The 1776 Project PAC is, quote, dedicated to electing school board members nationwide who want to reform our public education system by promoting patriotism and pride in American history. This is according to the 1776 Project PAC website. Quote, we are committed to abolishing critical race theory and the 1619 Project from the public school curriculum. Ryan Girdusky, you are the founder of the 1776 Project. Why is this necessary to have such an entity as this now?
Well, the left, activists on the left, have been using our school boards to promote critical race theory in the 1619 Project. Critical race theory is the belief that race is behind every inequity and every inequality in American society. They believe that race is race is behind everything, and that our founding fathers and the people who created this country created inequities, particularly and specifically to hold non-white people back. It is historically inaccurate, and it creates this idea that every white child in America is born with racism coursing through their veins, and every non-white child is disadvantaged specifically because of the race of their skin. That is just, it's a falsehood. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for children. It's not healthy for us as a society. It's breaking people apart.
Critical race theory is taught in 3,500 schools right now. How is it that something like this has become so popular in maybe less than a generation? Why has it cropped up so quickly in some 3,500 school districts across the country?
I mean, because you have institutions like the New York Times who created the 1619 Project. And the 1619 Project stated, by the way, that the American Revolution, not the Civil War, but the American Revolution was fought over slavery, which is historically not accurate whatsoever. And institutions like the New York Times, the Pulitzer Prize Committee, have been pushing this and promoting this, and school districts across the country have just adopted it and said that it's great because the institutions that they look to create curriculum have also promoted it. And activists have made their way through the school board. School board elections mostly are nonpartisan in this country, and a lot of people who run for them don't have a lot of political experience. They don't pay very much money, if they pay money at all. So it has been a field for activists to move their way into our children's public education system for some time.
Is the 1619 Project, is that part and parcel of critical race theory, and is the 1619 Project racist itself, in your view?
It is absolutely part of critical race theory, and it is racist. It's anti-white. In many cases, it's anti-Asian, because they say that Asians who excel in a lot of academic circles are advantaged because they are close to whiteness. It views whiteness as an enemy of enemy of the human race, and it pits people against each other solely because of the race that they have. People should not be confused with critical race theory with Martin Luther King Jr. or the Civil Rights Movement, which sought to make a colorblind society. This wants a very colored society that seeks to hold graduations according to someone's race. Colleges have non-white areas where people who are white are not allowed to attend them or go to those places, recreational areas. And it's there to tell white children that they are born with this original sin of racism. It has all the punitive parts of religion, like original sin, but none of the beautiful parts like forgiveness or acceptance or redemption or salvation. And it's incredibly coercive to our national culture.
Ryan Girdusky, president of the 1776 Project PAC, which is fighting back against critical race theory and the 1619 Project. Thank you for joining us on One America News, sir.
Thank you so much, John.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and he pretty much said everything I was thinking. That this is a religion. And there's no forgiveness for anything. And the idea, and it's racist too, that white people are racist by birth. And people of color are disadvantaged because they are colored. That is inherently racist. I don't even understand why people are actually listening to this crap, because that's what it is. It is complete crap. And the 1776 Project is looking to combat it, and we need to support that as much as we can. Go to your PTA meetings, go to your school board meetings, so you can actually go and tell people what you think about critical race theory and how it doesn't belong in schools. And the 1619 Project is not history. It's not. Has nothing to do with history. It's revisionist history, and it's lies. That's all it is. Alright guys, that's my opinion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Peace.